Hello, I hope y'all are doing well. It is May 31st, and today I'm back, and I'm going to be pretty much once again be talking about severe weather. The past couple of days, you've had a lot of severe weather, a lot of a pretty significant event a couple of days ago. We're going to be looking back at that, and we're also going to be looking at the future, pretty much what we can expect over the next couple of days. So yeah, I hope y'all had a great day today and yesterday, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So, this was yesterday. Uh, this pretty significant event that we had. We can see we had 5 tornado reports, which may not seem like a significant number, but we did have a moderate risk for tornadoes. And I wouldn't say it busted or anything, but I mean, the worst case scenario didn't happen, but it was still bad enough. But we can see the wind threat definitely did not bust. 239 wind reports, only 56 hail reports, but generally wind was a pretty big threat in Minnesota. Also 3 high wind reports, which means we had winds of over 65 knots. And yeah, so that's that. I also got a little storm yesterday. Nothing like anywhere else in Florida or up in the Midwest and the Northern Plains there, but had a little afternoon storm. I should have a video of that out pretty soon. Wasn't really anything cool. Just got some wind, but yeah. So that I should have a video out about that soon. Or not really about, just like literally a 20-second video. It's 20 seconds, but should have that out pretty soon. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And then today, so far, the northern part of our risk has not done anything. Where we had a 5 tor up here in like northern Illinois, Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure, but has not done much. We had a tornado in kind of in the Tampa area, but not in Tampa. Like pretty sure it's like way to the north of Tampa. But also had another tornado report in southern Kansas. There are a lot of hail. Looks right over like to be right over Wichita or very close to Wichita, and then further south a lot of large hail in Texas and Oklahoma there. So that's that. We even had a high wind report down in like far South Texas. I wonder what that was for. 80. Is that I don't know if that's knots or miles per hour, but either way, that's still some very strong wind. But yeah, so that's what we've seen today. And yeah, I don't really know how many ratings are out for the tornadoes that occurred yesterday, but we'll probably take a look at that next video on Thursday, because everything should be out by then. Yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about tomorrow, though. So tomorrow we have once again, a pretty large threat area stretching all the way from areas in the Great Lakes in the Northeast all the way down into Texas and New Mexico. 2 slight risks, one here and then one here, and we're going to talk about both. We can see we have a 2 tor in Texas, no tornado risk in the Northeast according to the SPC. 215 winds and a 15 hail with that southern slight risk, but in the northern one we only have 5. But yeah, let's go up over to pivotal weather here and let's talk about tomorrow. So we're looking at reflectivity. Not really. I'm not looking at reflectivity to see where we're gonna actually see storms. Don't look at that to like see like, oh, I'm gonna like, no, you don't want to base anything off of reflectivity. I'm just looking at it to take some soundings. Kind of like what I normally do. So 16Z, I'll probably just lock it here actually. Yeah. So 16Z, we can see this is like pretty sure late after. No, late morning. My bad. This is late morning. Let me see, take a look at dew points so you can see like where our. So it doesn't look like we have any type of like boundary that stands out or anything, but plenty of moisture in that area, that slight in that slight risk area. And let's go ahead and skip ahead a few hours. Okay, so 18Z, we're getting later now, so we can see we have some storms going off in New York. Take a sounding. 18Z, what time is this? This would be, I'm gonna Eastern time zone. This isn't the Eastern time zone, so let me, pretty sure it's 2 p.m. So this is 2 p.m. tomorrow. We can see Western New York not looking that good for tornadoes. I can see why the SPC does not have much of a tornado risk in that region. Sounding would really not favor very many, like a very good chance of any supercells, but generally not a supercell sounding. But seems like main threats with this would be some smaller hail and damaging wind. Doesn't really look to be much of a tornado threat though. Further east, okay, so we'll take a sounding. Take one right here, kind of in southeast New York. We can see tornado threat here is looking a little better. We can see shear profiles. I mean, they're lacking a little bit. But in Hodograph, I mean, the Hodograph, I mean, I don't think that's going to favor supercells. I mean, it would be very, like, I don't know how to really put this, but any supercell that kind of looks like it could go off in front of this definitely looks to be more of like LP, low precipitation type, like supercells. I just don't think this is that great of an environment for supercells, but if anything, maybe we could see some go off in this area. Further west in the southern New York at 18Z, we can see generally just we lack that shear again. But yeah, so 21Z, we'll go ahead 3 hours. 21Z, we can still see kind of a lot of just general storms. HRRR not indicating them being too organized. Take a sounding in western New York once again. 21Z, this would be 5 p.m. And we're still not looking at a whole lot of shear here. I mean, sounding would once again just favor, I mean, some smaller hail and damaging wind. Further east, though, I want to take a sounding once again, though, in southeast New York, because, yeah, it's got a little contaminated. Let me try and get another one here. It's going to be kind of hard to not get one that's contaminated. Okay, we'll use this one. This is a slight bit contaminated, but we'll still use it. So, you can see shear profiles, I mean, once again, kind of very marginal, but sounding would favor maybe some, like, LP type, maybe, like, very brief, like, circulations. I mean, I wouldn't say anything like, I don't know, 20th, that's very low, but I think we could maybe see some type of, like, storm that could, like, have some, rotation, but I don't think 20 threat though is it's low. I would maybe think we could get a 2% risk though. We'll see, but yeah, that's that. Further west, I want to take a sounding in PA. Then we'll just probably move down to our southern risk. But with this sounding, we can see shear profiles definitely lacking a little bit there, and we can see, I mean, generally just not looking that good. Excuse me there, but Autograph also doesn't look as good. If we do see a tornado threat, I'd say it'd be generally kind of in this area here. Kind of depends though, like what we end up seeing uh, with this. I also think there's some kind of front here, maybe like a warm front or something. Yeah. Last hour we'll look at is just 7 p.m. Pretty classic hour here, or 8 p.m. My bad. We can see more of like a squall line type thing moving southeast with some storms in front of it, and those storms I do want to watch. Okay, that's a very weird sounding. Okay, I'm taking it sounding it's too close. I'll take a sounding kind of like up here in between these if it's not okay. Perfect. So, I mean, our environment's definitely starting to get a little worse, but generally, what I think we're gonna see tomorrow is if in front of this, you can see like in this region here, some kind of like supercell kind of get going. I think we could end up seeing maybe some type of like brief tornado. I definitely think the chance of it's very low. Chance is very low, but if I was thinking of any area that we could probably see like a good threat for tornadoes, not a good threat, but the highest threat would be that area. Now, further south though, in that second slight risk. So that second slight risk is way down here in Texas, Oklahoma, and a little bit of eastern New Mexico. Which that's not gonna work for us. So, all right, here we go. So at let's go before initiation, 19Z. So this is Central Time Zone. That should be 2 p.m. Have a little bit of convection ongoing in Oklahoma and Texas. Maybe some storms could be like that would support some maybe like HP kind of very kind of just not good supercells. Maybe we could see some of those though. Environment would definitely favor some HP supercells in that area there. And then further west, I think we're gonna see 21Z. So this would be what time would this be? 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. See some hailers going off, but don't really want to look at that. We just want to take some soundings, and soundings definitely support some massive hail in that area of Texas and into New Mexico there. Then further east, though, I think we see a little bit of some. You see, shear profiles are definitely lacking pretty much everywhere for any substantial tornado threat. But either way, though, tomorrow looks like we're going to see like a pretty significant threat for hail in that corridor of Texas, New Mexico, and into Oklahoma, with more damaging wind type storms, I think, as we get up into like Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas. 7 p.m. here, we can see storms are kind of falling apart. Let's see why. Looks like they're probably just starting to fall apart due to like things like low instability, and generally this doesn't seem like there's a lot of upper level support for any storms. So yeah, I do think tomorrow, I mean, early on we could see some kind of supercells. I don't think we're gonna see much of a tornado threat. If we do see one, it'd be, I don't know about like this area here. This area does tend to do some interesting things. I'm kind of thinking more or less like kind of that area there. So that northern, more northern area there. So generally what I think tomorrow is that like earlier in the day in the northeast, not like early in the day, but like earlier in the afternoon, we could maybe see some storms going off in front of that. Not that far south, but kind of in that area. And maybe this could see, I would expect maybe like a 2% tour by morning in that area. Or otherwise, I kind of think we're going to see it's like some kind of very slim tornado probability. Not tornado, gosh. I think we're going to see a very low tornado risk. Don't think we're going to, it's nothing a big deal. The SPC doesn't even have a 2% in that area. So I kind of shows us there. And further southwest, this area does tend to do some interesting things. We've got a 2% there. I questioning tornado threat there, but we'll see what it can do. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think it's going to go 5%, but if models change by morning, we could potentially see that. Okay, so this video is already very long, but we'll take a look at day 3 real quick. Just got a slight risk over some of the more mid-Atlantic states there. Not some of the more, but mid-Atlantic states, or definitely mid-Atlantic states. So 16Z, 12 p.m. You can see not a whole lot going on in that area. Kind of quiet. We can see we got good bit of instability to work with. I mean, not like we don't have a ton, but good bit. Well, pretty marginal though for this time of year. I mean, then by 2 p.m. we can see got some storms starting to go off. We'll take a look at what we're looking at environment-wise. Okay, what is that? Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna get a supersaw out of that. Looks to me like we'll see some more just like broken kind of line, more like kind of air mass looking storms, like. But they could go severe according to the SPC, and yeah, I mean we can see a bit of instability, some smaller hails, definitely possible, and also some damaging wind in that area. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. This video's been pretty long, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I should be back on Thursday. Like I said, I'll have that 20-second video out tomorrow. That's not even that interesting. I mean, we literally had one gust of like 35 miles per hour, maybe 40. It's pretty much what it is. But yeah, so I will be back on Thursday. I hope you all have a great day tomorrow.